Three wise men sign off on the much-discussed coalition costings, released less than 48 hours before the polls open.
I'm sorry we're signing off this morning, but as you know, we were absolutely determined we were not going to sign off until we'd seen every single costed policy.
The policies total $33 billion, but the coalition will rack up $42 billion in savings. In net terms, it amounts to a saving of $6 billion over 4 years, despite claims of a budget emergency.
I don't see a $6 billion improvement in the budget bottom line as trivial. I see it as significant.
We'll return to surplus as soon as possible, at least as quickly as the Labor Party.
Health and education have been quarantined for now, but there are some harsh new savings totalling $9 billion. The biggest ripping $4.5 billion from foreign aid growth to fund promises to build motorways in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane.
We can only be a more generous nation to the rest of the world if we have a strong Australian economy.
This isn't building for the future, it is demolishing people's hopes of a better life.
The coalition will also save $650 million by spreading 4 years of Murray-Darling water buybacks over 6 years, $428 million by imposing a further 0.25% efficiency dividend on the public service. Community cabinets will be scrapped, as will the ACT trial of pokies reform. $1 billion in savings is also assumed by stopping asylum seeker boats. But border protection policies, along with direct action on climate change and the coalition's broadband plan, haven't been costed by the Parliamentary Budget Office.
This is a farce. We don't have the release of any of the policies that have been before the PBO. We have just a few lines.
That's us. That's what we put forward. That versus this. I don't think they are levelling with us.
Speaking at the press club, the PM also seized on comments Tony Abbott made this week on the conflict in Syria.
I don't think we should be getting ideas above our station.
We Australians have always had ideas well beyond our station. It is that, in fact, that defines us as Australians. It's carved in our hearts.
The press club address is likely to be the final set-piece speech that Kevin Rudd makes as Prime Minister. Publicly, he won't concede defeat and plans to stay on in his electorate, whatever happens.
My intention is to continue to serve as my local people as their Member of Parliament. My intention equally is to serve them as their Prime Minister.
Even Darwin's psychic croc is giving the election to Tony Abbott. David Lipson, Sky News.